this was in 2004, Friday. I was telling my friends in class, guess where I'm staying tonight? Like a child would say to anybody who's showing off a bit. Everyone's like, where? And I said, I'm staying in a haunted castle with my woodcraft group. So this woodcraft group, they actually travel a lot around London and the UK. They travel throughout England, Wales, and and so on. So we were going to Wales, and normally I've been part of this like woodcraft group many times because you do camping in England and stuff, and travel, and they actually go abroad too. They went to Peru, but I couldn't go. But this trip is just not far away, really. It's actually in Wales. I mean, London to Wales is not that long. You have to travel along a long bridge. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is that school evening, like after school, it's a Friday. I had a trip to go to London to meet all my friends from this woodcraft group, and also the teacher who's who runs this group. And it's somewhere in London, I don't know where it was, but it was night time. As a 15 to 16 year old, you're like, okay, it's really dark, I'm not used to being out this late. But obviously I had to meet my group out like in London. When I say London, I mean London, I mean like city London. So, and that was, I'm kind of like the outer suburbs. I'm not city, I wasn't living in a city at the time. So going into London is just like weird, like this is London. But there's a meeting point, so I did that. We meet, and then I was looking forward to my woodcraft mates. So we, from there we hopped into this big white minibus, and we just hopped in, and then the travelling going from London all the way through to Wales. It was a nice, I'm kind of tired at this point. But it was really getting dark, really dark, like, because when you're in the countryside, especially like in England, but like there's just countryside, it's quite hilly as well, and you're going through back roads and driving, just so dark, like pitch black. Because in this minibus, I mean, there's obviously windows, but at the back of it, each door has a big window. So me poking my head, to see the front of where the driver is. He's got his headlights on to see where he's going, obviously. So it's like dark, so I'm glad he has his headlights on, because there's no way he would have seen anything. But then I look back through behind the minibus, and I saw like just nothing. It's just dark. It's just pitch black. It's kind of scary, to be quite honest. It's really, really scary. So I was just like, okay. But I'm kind of scared, because I don't even want to look out my own window, because I'm worried about something just jumping out at me. But we went through a lot of castles. Wales, I'm not sure, but they seem to have probably more castles throughout the UK. The most castles throughout the UK, and I am assuming probably throughout Europe, but I'm not sure, so don't take my word for it. But looking out the window, I'm just like, we're going past another castle. Is that our one? Because I'm getting like scared, because like all these castles are going past, there's no light on. There's no lights on in these castles we're going past. I'm just getting scared. I mean, I've been told this castle's haunted. And these castles we're going past, I'm thinking, okay, that's got no light. I hope we're not staying there. There's another castle over there. I'm not staying there either. Like, it's just like, is that the castle we're staying at? Is that the castle we're staying at? Is that the castle we're staying at? I've just been an annoying kid, I guess. Just asking, it's kind of like, are we there yet? That movie? I don't know. It's just asking, just annoying everybody. because I don't know, because I'm not staying in a castle where there's no light on. Anyway, so there was going past another castle, and it was dark and it was tall and everything. I was hoping I'm not staying there either, or we're not staying there. Well, I don't want to stay there. I mean, there's people who like to find ghosts, but I don't. I looked to my right of my window, because I was on the right side of this minibus. I looked out and I saw this woman, and she was pale and like long, flowy, blondish hair, and she had a baby in her arms, and she was rocking it slowly, side to side. I'm like, okay, there's someone there, but when you look at this tall building, it was scary, because I'm confused. Like, wait, hang on. Why is there a woman outside in the cold weather rocking her baby to sleep, and there's no lights on in that castle? There's no way. Like, there's not even a candle lit. Like, she was just glowing though, but you can see her in the, I think most castles might have a backyard or somewhere, but this had a backyard anyway. I was like, huh? Like, this doesn't make sense. When I say this castle is tall and dark, it's tall and dark, meaning there's no lights on at all. It's creepy looking. I looked in the backyard. I saw a woman rocking her baby, or cradling her baby in her arms, putting the baby to sleep, I'm assuming, or, hushing it. I don't know. But it just seems so creepy, because she's wearing like a white flowing dress. It's just everything. I told you, everything's so dark outside, but she just glowed, and I knew there was a castle there. There was a tall castle. It was very creepy, but because by the time I was just studying, like, what is going on here? So I tried to turn to my friends, but obviously the car went past way before I could, because I'm just like trying to process everything. Like, did I really see what I just saw? So I turned to my friends and I was like, did you see that? And like, nope. See what? And I was like, well, I just saw a woman. She was in the backyard of a castle and she's cradling a baby, but the castle don't look like it's been used for years. Like, I'm telling you, this castle's like old. Like, well, obviously castles are old, but you know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't look like anyone lives there, because it's just dark. There's no lights on in that place. You can tell when someone's living there, because at least there's some light. No one was living there. Sorry. I'm just saying that it's just weird, because I know that Wales have a lot of castles, like I said before. So this could be an abandoned castle. I don't know. But this woman was rocking her baby. Is she a ghost? I don't know. I know exactly what I saw, but I just have no idea. It's just weird. It was strange, because, yeah, it was kind of creepy. But we continued on and drove on, and then I guess we got to our actual castle, which is actually lit up. And we arrived to sausage sizzles. They were cooking sausage sizzles outside the castle. It was a huge castle, but it was lit up, so I felt a bit more, relieved about that. It's meant to be a murder mystery weekend, by the way. So it was just for the weekend. So so I was happy about that. And then they were playing Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets in the basement of this castle that's meant to be haunted. But when I arrived, I just put my stuff away. There's bunk beds in there, so me and my friends, we went to our room, and there's bunk beds. And with me, I'm stubborn, so I like to put my stuff away, where everyone just chucks their bags on their bed and just goes to, wherever they're going to go. They're either going to have sausage sizzle and take it back to the Chamber of Secrets in the basement to watch Chamber of Secrets. Sorry. And with me, I just said, I'm just going to stay back and put my stuff away. But I forgot to mention, going up these stairs, they're spiral stairs. So it's lit up with, I would say candles, or like small flames, like candles, I would say. So when you're going up, there's like little small windows, and there's a flame on each windowsill. So it's kind of like that, like a real castle would look like, with spiral steps and like little little candles lighting up the stairwell. It's like Spyro. So every corner I turned, I was scared because apparently this place is haunted. But yeah, that's my story, really. Yeah, I've got heaps of other stories. This is just my first story, so I hope I've done well in this one, but I'll get better, because every time I listen and hear back to my stories, I'm like, oh no. Now I've definitely probably put people to sleep, which is what I'm meant to do anyway. I'm just telling you that's one of the stories, because it's October, and I just thought it's not creepy like you probably expected, but it's still a story, and it was creepy to me because I actually witnessed this woman. I just actually witnessed this woman in the backyard. If she is a woman, well, she's a woman, but I mean, like, a ghost, maybe, because I'm telling you, I think she was a ghost. No one else saw her. And I have a lot of people on my side of the bus. But I saw her. I saw with my naked eye, and as soon as I was just, it's not just like, do you see her? Like grabbing a friend, say, do you see her? Do you see her? It's just like me just like trying to process, am I seeing what I'm seeing? But this, yeah, it's, you know, I've seen it with my own eyes, but just this story might not be like, oh, it's not that scary. But I saw it in my eye. But that's not the only scary stories I have. I have scarier stories. So please stay tuned. Thank you. Bye.